Ladies and gentlemen, imagine for a moment standing at the crossroads of your life. On one side, the comfort of the familiar, the known, and the predictable; on the other, the unknown, the place where all possibilities exist. You have the power to choose. But how do you take that leap? How do you transform your dreams into reality and start fresh? If you've ever felt like you're stuck in a cycle, like change seems impossible, or that your past defines your future, then stay with me, because this is for you. This speech is not just about the steps you need to take to start a new life. It's about the mindset that will carry you through. It's about shifting your perspective so deeply that you'll not only be able to change your life, but build it better than you ever imagined. By the end, you'll have the clarity to make choices that will lead you to a more fulfilling, empowered future. Starting a new life begins with a single, powerful decision, the decision to change. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or for external circumstances to align. It's about taking responsibility for your life and choosing to step into something new, something better. This decision marks the beginning of a transformation. It's the moment when you stop letting life happen to you and start taking control of the life you want to create. The decision to change is not a passive wish or a fleeting thought. It's a conscious, deliberate choice that you make to stop tolerating the things in your life that no longer serve you and to open yourself up to new possibilities. It's easy to get caught in the belief that change is something that happens by chance, or that you have to wait for a significant event or shift in your life to start anew. However, the truth is, the moment you decide that you're ready for change, you've already begun the process of transformation. This decision is powerful because it shifts your mindset from one of complacency to one of proactive action. The idea of making a decision to change can be daunting. You might feel overwhelmed by the enormity of it, unsure of how to take that first step. But the truth is, the act of deciding is far more important than the specifics of what you do afterward. When you decide, you are setting an intention. You are saying to yourself, I am no longer going to stay where I am choosing a new path. This decision sends a signal to your mind and your heart that you are ready for something better, something greater than what you've known so far. But here's the thing, a decision alone is not enough. It requires action. Making the decision to change is like buying a ticket to a new destination, but you still need to get on the plane. You need to show up and take steps, however small, to begin the process. Often it's the fear of the unknown, the uncertainty of what comes next that holds us back. But fear only has power over you if you allow it to. When you commit to change, you are also committing to trust yourself, to trust that you have the strength, wisdom, and courage to navigate the challenges that will inevitably arise. Each action you take, no matter how small, reinforces that decision and makes it real. What makes this decision so powerful is that it is entirely in your hands. You are not waiting for someone else to change or for a specific event to trigger your transformation. The power to create a new life is already within you. Your circumstances, your past, your mistakes, none of these things define you or your potential for the future. They are merely chapters in your story. You are the author, and the power to rewrite your story rests in the choices you make today. The beauty of this decision is that it doesn't require perfection. You don't have to have it all figured out right away. In fact, most people who have experienced significant life changes didn't have a clear blueprint of what their new life would look like when they began. They made the decision to change because they knew deep down that they deserved more than what they were settling for. And when you make the decision to change, you are sending a message to your subconscious that you are ready to step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. It's this willingness to step into uncertainty that allows you to grow, to evolve, and to embrace the future with open arms. Another important aspect of this decision is that it requires letting go of the need for perfection. The fear of failing can be paralyzing, and it's easy to convince yourself that you need to have everything lined up perfectly before you take action. But change is messy. Transformation is often uncomfortable, unpredictable, and full of setbacks. The most important thing is not to have a flawless plan, but to begin. The first step is always the hardest, but it is also the most important. Once you make that decision to change and begin to take action, momentum builds and things start to fall into place. It's also crucial to recognize that starting a new life is not a one-time decision. It is a continuous choice. Every day you are deciding whether to continue on the path you've chosen or to revert back to old habits and patterns. But each time you make the decision to keep moving forward, even if it's just a small step, you are reinforcing your commitment to creating a better life. The key to making lasting change is not just in the initial decision, but in your willingness to stick with it and keep moving toward the life you desire, regardless of the challenges you face. The decision to start a new life is an act of self-love. It is the acknowledgement that you are worthy of something better. It is the recognition that you have the ability and the power to create a life that aligns with your highest vision of yourself. The decision to change is a declaration of your worthiness, and it is the first step toward a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you are meant to be. By making that decision, you take back control of your life and you open the door to a world of infinite possibilities. Embracing challenges as opportunities is a pivotal mindset shift when you decide to start a new life. It's easy to look at challenges, obstacles, or hardships as roadblocks, something to avoid or overcome at all costs. However, those who successfully transform their lives understand that every challenge they face is an opportunity to grow, evolve, and improve. Challenges are the moments when true transformation happens. And the key to embracing them is learning to see them for what they are: stepping stones that push you toward your highest potential. The human tendency is often to shy away from difficulty. When life gets tough, it's natural to feel overwhelmed, frustrated, or discouraged. You might question why these challenges are showing up or wonder why things are not going as planned. However, the most successful individuals aren't those who avoid hardship, but rather those who learn how to navigate it with resilience, patience, and an open mind. They understand that facing obstacles head-on is a necessary part of personal growth. Challenges, in fact, are the universe's way of preparing you for the life that you are about to step into. Without challenges, there would be no real progress. One of the most significant aspects of embracing challenges as opportunities is reframing how you perceive failure. Failure is often seen as a negative, something that must be avoided at all costs. In reality, failure is an essential part of success. It's through failure that you learn the most valuable lessons about yourself and the world around you. Each mistake you make is an opportunity to refine your approach, build resilience, and strengthen your determination. By embracing failure as part of the process, you allow yourself the freedom to take risks and experiment with new approaches. This shift in perspective opens up new possibilities and helps you move forward with confidence, knowing that you are not defined by any one failure or setback. When you start a new life, the odds are that things won't go as planned. You may try new ventures, meet new people, or start new projects, but not all of them will succeed. That's perfectly okay. What matters is your ability to bounce back. What separates those who ultimately succeed from those who remain stagnant is the capacity to keep going when things don't work out the way they expected. Resilience is the skill that allows you to take the lessons from each setback and use them as tools to refine your approach moving forward. Each failure can teach you more about your limits, your abilities, and your capacity for perseverance than any success ever could. Challenges help you discover parts of yourself that you may not have known existed. They force you to dig deeper, tap into your reserves of strength, and uncover new skills or talents. When you're faced with adversity, you may feel like you're being pushed to your limits, but it's often in those moments of struggle that you discover your true capabilities. It's easy to live life in your comfort zone, but it's outside of that zone, in the realm of challenge, that real transformation occurs. When you're forced to adapt, to overcome, or to innovate, you build your character. You become more resourceful, more adaptable, and more creative. You begin to see the world as a place of unlimited potential, where each challenge is an opportunity to grow rather than a threat to your well-being. The key to embracing challenges is also about perspective. It's about changing how you view difficulty. Instead of seeing challenges as insurmountable problems, try viewing them as opportunities to test your resolve, sharpen your skills, and expand your capacity. When you shift your perspective in this way, you no longer see obstacles as something to fear, but as something to embrace. This change in mindset is incredibly empowering. You move from being a passive observer of your circumstances to an active participant in your own growth. A powerful aspect of challenges is their ability to build confidence. As you work through difficulties and emerge on the other side, you gain a sense of accomplishment and pride. Each challenge you face and overcome builds your belief in your own abilities. The more challenges you take on and conquer, the more confident you become in your capacity to handle whatever comes your way. This newfound confidence propels you forward, helping you face the next challenge with a sense of certainty and assurance that you will make it through. The more challenges you take on, the more you realize that you are capable of far more than you initially believed. Challenges often reveal what truly matters to you. When faced with hardship, you are forced to reevaluate your goals, priorities, and desires. The struggles you go through often highlight what is essential in your life, helping you focus your energy and attention on the things that truly align with your values. Without challenges, you might continue living on autopilot, distracted by things that aren't truly fulfilling or meaningful. But when you are tested, you gain clarity about what is truly important to you, and this clarity becomes your guiding light as you move forward in your new life. Embracing challenges as opportunities is a decision to view life from a place of empowerment rather than victimhood. It's choosing to see every setback as a setup for a greater comeback. It's acknowledging that you have the strength and the capacity to turn every challenge into a stepping stone toward the life you've always wanted. Each challenge faced is a chapter in the story of your growth, and by embracing these moments, you step into a future that is full of limitless potential. In the end, it's not the challenges that define us, it's how we respond to them that shapes the course of our lives. And if you choose to embrace them, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the life that awaits you. Taking consistent action is one of the most vital principles when it comes to starting a new life. It's not enough to simply make a decision or even to have the desire for change without consistent, deliberate action. That decision is nothing more than a wish. The process of transformation requires continuous effort and persistence. Every step you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to the life you've envisioned. But this consistency, often more than any one grand gesture, is what ultimately makes the difference between success and stagnation. One of the biggest obstacles people face when trying to start a new life is the temptation to wait for the right moment or for everything to fall into place perfectly. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that once you have the perfect plan, the right resources, or the perfect timing, you will take action. However, life is never going to be perfectly aligned in the way you envision it. If you wait for ideal circumstances, you'll be waiting forever. True change happens when you stop waiting for everything to align and start acting with what you have right now. Consistency isn't about waiting for the perfect opportunity, it's about making the most of the opportunities you have, no matter how imperfect they may seem. This is where the power of taking small steps comes in. Consistent action doesn't have to mean making big, sweeping changes all at once. In fact, making drastic changes too quickly can often lead to burnout or frustration. Instead, small, manageable actions that you take every day, whether it's working on a new habit, pushing through a tough situation, or learning something new, accumulate over time. These small actions compound into something much bigger than any one individual effort. It's about building momentum, and momentum is a powerful force in creating lasting change. The small decisions you make daily can create a chain reaction, leading you to bigger decisions and ultimately the life you desire. If you're starting a new career or making a shift in your personal life, the key is not to wait for a perfect moment, but to take action immediately. Whether it's researching opportunities, sending an email, taking a course, or even just reaching out to someone for advice, the first step can be small, but once that first step is taken, the process of change has already begun. It's important to understand that change doesn't happen in a vacuum, it happens through the actions you choose to take. When you commit to taking action consistently, you are telling the universe and yourself that you are serious about your transformation. Each step, no matter how small, builds on the last, creating a sense of forward motion and making it easier to keep going. Consistency also means showing up even when you don't feel like it. There will be days when the path feels uncertain, when the results aren't immediate, or when things seem more difficult than they did before. These are the moments when many people give up or revert to old patterns because the road doesn't look like it's leading anywhere fast enough. However, the people who ultimately create lasting change in their lives are the ones who keep going, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's about cultivating the discipline to continue pushing forward day after day, even if the progress feels slow. Consistent action is not about instant gratification, it's about the long-term vision. Those who embrace this mindset understand that their effort is always building towards something greater, even if they can't see the full picture right away. What's often overlooked in the idea of consistent action is the importance of reflection. It's not just about doing things mindlessly, but doing them with purpose and assessing progress regularly. Reflecting on your actions allows you to assess whether you are moving in the right direction, and if not, to course correct. It's through this reflection that you refine your approach, improve your strategies, and better understand what's working and what isn't. Taking action and then reflecting on that action gives you valuable feedback, allowing you to make informed decisions and improvements. This process of trial, error, and adjustment is what makes consistent action so powerful. You don't have to get everything perfect right away. What's important is that you keep adjusting and improving, learning from each experience, and continuously moving forward. A key part of consistent action is accountability. When you hold yourself accountable for the actions you take or don't take, you create a sense of responsibility to yourself and your goals. This accountability can come from within, or it can be enhanced by sharing your goals with others. Accountability pushes you to stay committed to your transformation, particularly on days when motivation may be lacking. It creates a structure for your efforts and reinforces your commitment to taking daily actions that align with your goals. Consistent action helps overcome fear and doubt. Often when we set out to make a significant change in our lives, fear arises. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of making mistakes, these are all normal reactions. But the best way to overcome fear is to act in spite of it. Action diminishes fear because it shifts your focus away from the what-ifs and places it on what you are actually doing. Every action you take reinforces the idea that you are capable, that you can handle challenges, and that you are making progress. The more you act, the less power fear has over you. The habit of taking consistent action helps you become accustomed to discomfort, which ultimately makes you more resilient and confident in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. Starting a new life requires more than just making a decision. It requires consistent action every day, no matter how small. This is the key to lasting change, the small steps repeated over time that build momentum and move you closer to the life you desire. The power lies in your ability to stay committed, even when things seem difficult or uncertain. Every day is an opportunity to take one more step toward the future you want, and through this consistent effort, transformation will naturally occur. Taking responsibility for your own life is one of the most powerful steps you can take when starting anew. Often people feel as though they are at the mercy of external forces, whether it be their circumstances, their environment, or the actions of others. It's easy to slip into a mindset of victimhood where you blame your past, your upbringing, or your current situation for your lack of progress. However, taking full responsibility for your life is what shifts you from a passive observer to an active participant in your own growth. It places the power back in your hands and allows you to consciously create the life you desire. At the heart of personal transformation is the decision to own your actions, decisions, and responses. This doesn't mean that you will be responsible for everything that happens to you. Some things are beyond your control, and life will sometimes throw unexpected challenges your way. But what you are responsible for is how you react to those challenges and what you choose to do with them. It's about understanding that, regardless of the circumstances, you are always in control of your mindset, your emotions, and your decisions. When you choose to take full responsibility for your life, you no longer blame others, circumstances, or fate for your situation. You acknowledge that you have the power to change your path and create a new future for yourself. One of the most empowering aspects of taking responsibility is the realization that you are the creator of your reality. Every decision you make, every action you take, and every belief you hold shapes the life you experience. This means that you have the power to transform your life by changing your choices. When you take full responsibility, you recognize that no one else is going to create your life for you. It's up to you to make the changes necessary to move forward. The moment you stop blaming others and start taking responsibility for your own choices, you release the power of the external world and reclaim your own agency. This empowers you to make conscious, intentional decisions that move you toward your desired outcome. Taking responsibility also means acknowledging the role that your past plays in shaping who you are today, but not allowing it to define who you will become. Many people carry the weight of past mistakes, regrets, and missed opportunities as if they are shackled to their history. They allow their past to dictate their future by believing that they are somehow unworthy of success or unable to change. But true personal growth comes when you decide to release the past and take ownership of the present moment. You cannot change what has already happened, but you have the power to decide how you will move. This is a crucial mindset shift to stop identifying as a product of your past and start seeing yourself as a creator of your future. You can't move forward until you let go of the baggage that's keeping you stuck. Taking responsibility for your life also means being accountable for your results. In a world where many people make excuses, it's easy to find reasons why things don't work out. The economy is bad, I don't have the right resources, people don't support me. These are common excuses that keep people stuck in their current situation. However, when you take responsibility for your life, you stop making excuses. Instead, you ask yourself, what can I do today to move closer to my goal? Taking full accountability means recognizing that while you may not have control over everything, you have control over your actions. No one else can determine your success except for you. When you start owning your decisions, you stop waiting for the world to change for you and start taking the steps necessary to create change in your own life. This mindset is not only empowering, but also liberating. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop being at the mercy of your circumstances. Instead, you become the master of your destiny. You recognize that every decision you make has a ripple effect that shapes the future you are creating. This sense of ownership and control can be incredibly motivating. It means that your success and your happiness are in your hands, and that's a profound realization. It's the ultimate shift from being a passive recipient of life to becoming an active participant in shaping your own journey. Taking responsibility for your life requires self-discipline and a commitment to personal integrity. It's about being honest with yourself about where you are and where you want to go. It's about looking at your life with a clear, unflinching perspective and asking yourself the hard questions. Am I truly doing everything I can to improve my life? Am I making the most of my time? Am I holding myself accountable for my own growth? When you take responsibility, you must be willing to face the truth about your habits, your choices, and your mindset. This level of self-awareness is critical because it allows you to make the necessary changes that will move you forward. It's easy to stay comfortable, to ignore the things you don't want to face, but true growth comes when you are willing to be honest with yourself and take ownership of your life. The benefits of taking responsibility extend beyond just personal growth. They affect every aspect of your life. When you start taking responsibility for your actions, you'll begin to see a shift in your relationships, your work, and your health. People around you will begin to notice your newfound sense of accountability, and this can inspire them to take more responsibility in their own lives as well. You become a role model for those around you, showing them what it looks like to live with intention and ownership. Taking responsibility for your life is not about perfection or never making mistakes. It's about recognizing that you are in control of your journey and that every decision you make matters. It's about being willing to face the challenges, learn from them, and take ownership of your role in the process. By choosing responsibility, you step into your power, and you become the creator of the life you've always dreamed of. Your past doesn't define you, but your choices moving forward will shape the future you are building. The key to starting a new life lies in this understanding: you are responsible for what you make of your life, and by taking ownership, you take the first step towards your transformation. The power of persistence is often what separates those who achieve their goals from those who falter along the way. Starting a new life is never a smooth, linear path. It's filled with obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. What truly defines your success is not whether you face challenges, it's whether you continue to push forward despite them. Persistence is the relentless commitment to keep going, even when the road gets tough, even when it seems like nothing is working. It is in these moments of struggle that true transformation occurs, and it is in these moments that your future self is being shaped. When you set out to create a new life, there will inevitably be moments when you feel overwhelmed. You may question your choices, wonder if you're capable, or think that the goal you're striving for is too far out of reach. These thoughts and feelings are normal. They don't signify failure. They signify the process of growth. It's easy to get discouraged when things don't seem to happen as quickly as you want them to. The key to overcoming this is persistence. You need to understand that the journey is long and success doesn't come overnight. It's the accumulation of small, consistent efforts over time that leads to big results. Persistence is about showing up every day, regardless of how you feel or what obstacles lie ahead. It's about continuing to do the work, even when you don't see immediate rewards. One of the greatest challenges to persistence is the fear of failure. Many people stop trying after they encounter failure, seeing it as an indication that they are not cut out for their goals. However, persistence requires a different mindset. Failure is not a sign to quit. It's simply a part of the learning process. Each failure is a stepping stone to success. It provides valuable lessons, strengthens your resolve, and teaches you what works and what doesn't. When you persist in the face of failure, you are demonstrating that you will not allow setbacks to define you. Every failure you experience is another opportunity to refine your approach and grow stronger. In addition to overcoming failure, persistence helps you push through the difficult moments when your motivation wanes. When you first start out on a new path, you may feel a rush of excitement and inspiration. The early stages are often the easiest because everything feels fresh and new. But as time passes, the initial enthusiasm can fade. You might find yourself facing moments where the tasks feel mundane, where the progress seems slow, and where your motivation is lacking. This is when persistence becomes crucial. It's the ability to keep going even when the excitement fades and the work becomes repetitive. When motivation isn't enough, persistence will carry you through. It's about making a commitment to your goal and refusing to let go of it, even when the going gets tough. Persistence is about building resilience. Life is unpredictable, and you can't always anticipate the challenges you'll face. It's easy to feel discouraged when things don't go according to plan, but persistence is what enables you to keep going even when the path is unclear. By staying committed to your journey, you become more adaptable and learn how to respond to adversity with grace. With each challenge you overcome, you become stronger, more confident, and better equipped to handle whatever comes next. Over time, your persistence will turn into a habit, and you will no longer be intimidated by obstacles. You'll learn that no setback is permanent, and that every hurdle is just another opportunity to grow. One of the most important aspects of persistence is the belief that your efforts will eventually pay off. Sometimes it can feel as though nothing is happening, that all your work is in vain. However, persistence requires a deep sense of faith that every step you take is building towards something meaningful. Even when you don't see immediate results, you have to trust that the effort you're putting in is leading you toward your desired outcome. This trust is essential because it helps you stay focused on the long-term vision rather than getting bogged down by short-term difficulties. Success often comes when you least expect it, and sometimes it's only after the long, hard struggle that the breakthrough occurs. The key is to continue working, even when the rewards don't seem to come as quickly as you had hoped. Persistence also means understanding the importance of patience. Starting a new life is not about instant gratification, it's about long-term growth and development. It's about planting seeds and trusting that they will eventually grow, even if you don't see the fruits of your labor right away. In today's fast-paced world, where instant results are often expected, persistence requires a willingness to endure the process and stay committed to your goals. Patience and persistence go hand in hand. Without one, the other is difficult to maintain. You need both in order to navigate the sometimes slow and arduous process of creating lasting change. The power of persistence is evident in every success story, from entrepreneurs who started with nothing to people who overcame major challenges to achieve their dreams. These stories all have one thing in common: persistence. It's the ability to keep going in the face of adversity, to stay focused on the goal even when the obstacles seem insurmountable. It's the determination to never give up even when the journey feels overwhelming. Persistence is the quiet strength that drives people to continue to push forward and to achieve greatness no matter how long it takes or how hard it gets. When you are persistent, you create momentum. You stop being at the mercy of your circumstances, and instead you start to create your own reality. Persistence turns doubts into determination, setbacks into lessons, and frustration into growth. With persistence, there is no failure that can hold you back. You learn, you adjust, and you continue moving forward. Ultimately, persistence is the key that unlocks the door to success. It is the engine that drives you toward the life you want to create. Without persistence, even the most powerful dreams would remain out of reach, but with it, anything is possible. When you choose persistence, you choose to never give up no matter what challenges you face. And in doing so, you open yourself up to a world of endless possibilities. Believing in yourself is the foundation upon which every successful life is built. When you start a new life, one of the most critical steps is cultivating a deep, unwavering belief in your own abilities. This belief isn't just about having confidence in the short term, it's about nurturing a mindset that no matter the challenges you face, you are capable of overcoming them. Self-belief is the fuel that keeps you moving forward when things get tough, when the path ahead seems unclear, or when doubt creeps in. It's easy to be confident when things are going well, but it's in the moments of adversity that belief in yourself becomes your greatest ally. Starting a new life often requires stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and leaving behind the comfort of what's familiar. During these times of uncertainty, self-doubt can be incredibly powerful, making you question whether you're making the right choices. It's in these moments that you must choose to trust yourself. The ability to trust your intuition, your instincts, and your decisions is vital. When you trust yourself, you stop relying on external validation or waiting for others to tell you that you're on the right path. You begin to see yourself as the author of your own story, and you take responsibility for writing the chapters ahead. Self-belief is about recognizing that you are equipped with everything you need to navigate the journey ahead, even if the path is uncharted. Self-belief doesn't always come naturally, especially if you've experienced failures or setbacks in the past. These experiences can often leave a lingering sense of insecurity, making it difficult to trust yourself. But the key to overcoming this is remembering that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Your past does not define your future. Just because you faced difficulties before doesn't mean you're doomed to repeat them. In fact, each challenge you overcome strengthens your ability to succeed moving forward. Believing in yourself is a choice, and it's a choice you must make every day. It's a practice, not a one-time decision. It's the constant affirmation that no matter what, you are capable, worthy, and deserving of success. A significant part of believing in yourself is recognizing that you are not perfect and that mistakes are part of the journey. Perfectionism can often undermine self-belief as it creates unrealistic expectations that set you up for disappointment. Accepting that you will stumble, fall, and make errors is liberating. These mistakes are not failures, they are learning experiences. When you believe in yourself, you understand that making mistakes is an inevitable part of growth. What matters is not how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. The act of getting back up is a powerful statement of self-belief. It tells you that no setback is permanent and no challenge is insurmountable. Another powerful aspect of self-belief is the ability to block out negativity from others. There will always be people who doubt your potential, who question your decisions, or who discourage you from pursuing your dreams. This external negativity can be difficult to ignore, especially when it comes from people you care about. However, self-belief means you are not swayed by the opinions of others. You understand that not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay. Your path is your own, and it's not for anyone else to dictate. When you truly believe in yourself, you develop a thick skin and a clear sense of purpose. You stop seeking validation from others and start trusting that you know what's best for you. Self-belief also involves surrounding yourself with people who uplift you and encourage your growth. While it's important to remain independent in your beliefs, the people you choose to spend time with can have a significant impact on your mindset. Having a support system that believes in you and your potential reinforces your own belief. These people act as reminders that you are not alone in your journey, and they help fuel your confidence when self-doubt threatens to take over. It's about finding those who see your value, who inspire you to continue, and who hold space for your growth. Positive relationships can help you grow stronger in your own self-belief. There will be moments when the road gets difficult and self-belief is all you have to keep you going. This is when your belief in yourself will be tested the most. It will be easy to give up or abandon your goals when things get hard, but it's in these moments that your belief will propel you forward. It's like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. The stronger your belief in yourself, the more resilience you build. The more resilience you have, the more capable you are of handling adversity. Self-belief gives you the strength to persevere through tough times, knowing that on the other side of your challenges lies the life you've been working to create. Additionally, self-belief enables you to embrace opportunities and take risks. When you believe in yourself, you trust that you have what it takes to handle whatever comes your way. You no longer hesitate to seize opportunities, even when they push you outside of your comfort zone. Without self-belief, you may hold back, waiting for the perfect moment or for others to tell you that it's okay to move forward. But when you truly believe in your own abilities, you stop waiting for permission and start taking action. You create your own opportunities and open the doors that others may overlook. One of the most powerful manifestations of self-belief is the ability to visualize your success. When you believe in yourself, you can picture the life you desire, see it in vivid detail, and hold that vision close. This visualization is not just wishful thinking, it's a blueprint for your success. Believing in yourself allows you to see the future you want to create and know that it's within your reach. Your belief in yourself fuels your determination and helps you stay focused on your goals, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. When you visualize your success and truly believe it is possible, you begin to align your actions, your thoughts, and your energy with the life you want to create. Believing in yourself isn't about arrogance or an inflated sense of superiority. It's about acknowledging your own worth, recognizing your potential, and trusting in your ability to rise to any challenge. It's about understanding that you are worthy of success and that you have everything you need to make your dreams a reality. Self-belief is not a destination, it's an ongoing practice, a mindset that must be cultivated and nurtured every day. By believing in yourself, you empower yourself to start a new life, embrace new opportunities, and face challenges with confidence and resilience.